I followed my dreams and opened an antique store to have adventures and spend time as a family. Sometimes you have to climb a mountain and open some new doors to find the treasures inside. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc. Good morning, everyone. So on today's adventure, I am headed out with my friend Adrian. We are going to check out a former museum. Well, I guess it's still technically a museum, but it is going to be closing pretty soon. It's a military museum. And apparently there's all kinds of cool stuff, and I have a chance to buy some of it. So come along for a ride on another adventure of Curiosity Inc. And again, I'm Alex, and I'm glad to be here with you guys today. And today we're taking the old Volkswagen van. It's got lots of room in case there's something really cool I want to buy that's a little bit on the bigger side, and it's pretty good on gas and kind of fun. So we're going to take this car today and hopefully load it up with some stuff. And there are lots of reasons why a museum might want to sell off excess items. In this case, the building's been sold and we've got a few years to clear some of the interesting things out before they go. Glad we can go have a look. Yeah, that's you in 1966.
66, yeah.
We're rocking the skinny tie, like a young Frank Sinatra. If Frank Sinatra was carrying firearms.
But that was in the Lethbridge Herald. Well, at that time I had 60 of them.
And so this one up here, the Martini, is the very first one you got?
Yep. And I did everything good about it. I sanded it and varnished it and I re-blued it.
And it was a Christmas gift, which is extremely romantic for somebody that likes guns.
So it's modifying it into a store, but then here we're building the second story.
Right, okay, so this was a single story. And what was it before? It was a bookstore?
It's a lumberyard.
Oh, lumberyard,
Well,
okay.
I rented out to this guy.
I see.
Yeah. So then we got this full for the gun store. So I had my stuff up on these pillars.
Yeah.
In fact, we built it in a weekend.
The whole second story.
Yeah, we started Friday night and Sunday night we had plywood on the roof. Mm-hmm. And then we finished it inside and then put shingles down afterwards. Mm-hmm.
It's like the building was just waiting to become a second story. Look at the design there. It's,
yeah.
It looks, you finished it off so it looks proper now. It looks good.
Yeah. For some of you bought them all. Mm-hmm. Now these are other artists which I was collecting myself. So a lot of these artists are no longer alive.
Every area is set up with something different. Like there's nursing and posters that relate to the RCAF. All kinds of wonderful things.
Now here's one. This is a nurse's instruments.
Yes.
And she's a lieutenant or a captain.
Mm-hmm.
That's a man's instruments, and he's a private. Now he assists the doctor, or in the field he may do the operation because he's cut a guy's leg off because he's going to carry him to the first aid station, but why take the leg?
Yes, exactly.
Why is she a lieutenant and he's a private?
That's a good question.
The British officers wanted women in the officers' mess. So all the nurses were made officers. Well, the lay nurses. There was professional nurses would have been, but the lay nurses wouldn't have been. But they said, all right, if you're a nurse...
You guys go. So we're going to give you a kit that kind of resembles the real thing, but it's not really that.
There's so much to see in this military museum, and we're not going to be able to see everything in one day, so I'll have to make a second trip back. But already I can tell there's lots of interesting things, definitely worthy of bringing back to our little antique shop. There are tons of vintage, historic, antique military rifles, pistols, and hats, and uniforms. Again, this was his museum, this was his life. As we kind of walk about, we're going to see if there's things like this paratrooper's bicycle and some other stuff that maybe we can buy and bring back to our shop. Let's see, there's all kinds of cool stuff. Snowbirds, Canadian fighter pilot. There's the whole outfit and uniform. That's pretty neat. Let's see what's around the corner here. These are for practicing fighting with the bayonet. They'd give you the gun with the blunt end on it. And actually when they did this originally, you can see they used real bayonets and they'd stab at you and they'd wear heavy outfits so it wouldn't quite go through. And this was kind of neat. It says, get out that tank from behind the barn. It's an old broken down car, but the shadow resembles like a Sherman tank. Pretty creative. Nice little war bond poster.
Pictures of pilots from the island in near Gibraltar, which Britain had all during the war.
Well, I see, yeah, RCAF.
So these are the pilots that flew from that island. That was made in Canada.
Now,
But we don't know what prison camp it was.
this would have been most likely Germans in a POW.
Oh, it's a German.
It's a German.
Germans in a camp. In
Oh yeah,
Canada.
yeah. They've got the German.
All
flag
this
on.
stuff here is from camps in Canada.
All made by prisoners.
Yeah, I know where they are. You know, some of them I know what camp they're from.
You wouldn't think they would have liked their guys making a knife set at a POW camp, but I guess different times, maybe a little more
Okay, you
trustworthy.
got to look at their different camps. Here in Alberta, the one at Lethbridge was for the good Germans. They put them out on farms to do sugar beet work and so on.
Okay, yeah.
The ones in Medicine Hat, they didn't go anywhere. In fact, we executed 4 of them in
geez.
Medicine Hat because they
Why?
killed other prisoners inside the camp. Prisoners had been killed.
And I spotted something kind of neat. This little shell has been turned into an ashtray. It'd be considered kind of like trench art, but it was made in a POW camp by a German here. And they've painted one of their ships on it and just really nicely finished. We are going to see if we can take that one home. Lots of officers' accessories. This little trench art tank.
One of these smart watches.
So it's right on your wrist here,
Okay.
and there's your compass.
Okay.
And so you scroll the map through. So-
What year would this have been, like,
First World War.
for the first one?
So you're on horseback.
Okay. And you can see where you're going.
Yeah.
So
And you can make notes on it.
what?
Said the first smartwatch. That's
What's
funny.
the map?
Oh, this will be of trenches. Here it is.
Okay.
Oh, it's got mortars.
French mortars, yeah, something.
Yeah, trench mortar.
Trench is the French.
Yeah.
This was so that if they were on horse, they could have it
Yeah.
at the ready.
Yeah.
That's a cool item.
And maybe other people used it besides horse. I don't know. When they left Europe, we didn't bring these back. We just pile them in a pile and burn them. So when the Royal Alberta Museum did a display, there's their label. There's Canadian Cavalry.
I see.
They borrowed it from me for their display.
It's got the arrow marks. It's
Yeah.
British.
Military hitching post, portable.
Oh, it sounds like 1915.
1915.
Guys who collect cavalry will pay more than what you think it would be worth because
It's rare.
it's rare. Yeah. For the M16, but
Oh,
these
yeah.
are made in Canada. Yeah, for the C7.
So in total, I got 7 vintage war bond posters, ranging from World War I up through World War II. Many are images that you just really don't see around that often, including this one of the German soldier who's pointed at you, saying that he can kill, can you? It's a stark reminder of the dark times that we had during the First and Second World Wars. Some amazing artwork and some amazing images as well. And I did manage to get the trench art piece that was made in a POW camp by a German soldier here in Alberta. Really nice artwork on that piece. And a really cool item.
great.
These guys moved in here.
There can be some real buys.
So the back of my vehicle is full with some very nice early war bond posters, some going back to World War I. I feel that if it's art and people think it's beautiful and it inspires you in some way, that you'll get more of a draw, because you're not just getting people who are military collectors, you're getting people who collect art and want something interesting on their wall as well. So with any antique, you kind of have to keep home decor in mind. There's just no way around it, because it's going to be a part of somebody's life for a period of time, and it has to make sense for them. But I'm excited with the pieces, and we always try and find something historical and something significant that'll add a conversation when somebody's at their house. So I think these pieces will do the trick. So thank you, Alan, for having us by your wonderful museum today, and I'm sure we'll be back to buy some more down the road. But thanks again for tuning in with us here at Curiosity Inc. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. You can check us out on Instagram at Curiosity Inc. YEG, and on Facebook as well, which is probably the most interactive way. You'll see some of the stuff we have for sale, and if you're wondering, yes, we do ship too. So thanks again, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.